First thing, most of you are going to notice that the green line disappeared. Here's what I've learned from the moment I just had. Never take out a needle with a chain stitch if you've not knotted it, because guess what happens? Oh yeah, it's right here. I'm gonna get to do it again. Now the next stitch I'm gonna do, which is, I'm gonna be honest with you, so much easier if you're working with fabric, because you can bend the fabric and go back through and then tip up to the front, because you're trying to do one full stitch, but I can't do that with the canvas because the canvas is too tight. So instead I'm coming from the top. So I've come from the bottom for my first stitch. I come up, so pretend I'm here now. I'm gonna go into my next spot, but without pulling it, I'm gonna come back. So does everybody see where I am? I can see where my needle is. I'm kind of just to the side of my pencil mark, and I'm about halfway through, then I come back up. This is the stem stitch. And again, if you're using fabric, it's way looser, so it's easier to do. But I'm gonna keep showing you this way because it's a beautiful stitch, especially when you're doing flowers. But again, it's gonna give you a bit more trouble. So again, I'm gonna go through to the stitch I had previously, like the hole I'd made. I'm gonna come back, not through the spot, but to the side. Here I am. Does everybody see where I'm coming? I'm halfway. Again, if I miss it, it doesn't really matter. Make sure all your threads are out of the way. Come back up, pull that thread. And then you can see right here, you can see this is where I've gone down. I've come up here and now I'm coming up halfway and slightly on an angle, and that's what's creating that leaf or that stem effect. So again, I'm gonna keep doing a few more because I do think this is a slightly trickier stitch. So I'm gonna go back into my hole, come back up on the slight side of it. Again, you guys, using the back of your canvas is really helpful. So I'm gonna pull this, but you see I'm stuck, just kind of give it a wiggle. Back into my next hole. I'm looking at the back again. I'm figuring out where I need to be. I know I need to be about here. Do not get that loop caught in the way. Pull up your thread. And then you start to get kind of, it looks like a bit like a back stitch, but it's really quite pretty and it's a good way to add flowers on. So that is your stem stitch. I'm gonna do one more just so that everybody feels like this is clear as mud. I'm gonna go in, come back up on the half, little bit over, get my threads out of the way, pull, got a little knot there, and keep going. And then I would finish my line that way. I'm gonna zoom in so everybody can see it.